Ravi wasn't just another engineering student. He was the quiet storm sitting in the back row. Raised in a small village where dreams often faded with the sun, Ravi held on to his. His father, a retired school teacher, taught him wisdom. His mother, a homemaker, gave him unshakable faith. Every morning, Ravi walked to campus in worn-out shoes, but with eyes full of vision. After class, he'd roll up his sleeves and fix broken motorcycles at a roadside shop, grease on his hands, circuits in his mind. And when the world slept, Ravi stayed awake, soldering wires, sketching ideas, coding on borrowed laptops. He didn't just study engineering, he breathed it. Then came Ananya, the kind of girl who turned heads without trying, daughter of a powerful businessman. She was used to luxury and to being admired. But Ravi, he saw beyond the gloss. No flattery, no games, just honesty. They met during a machine learning class. He helped her debug an algorithm. She didn't realize he'd just rewritten the logic of her heart. Their world bloomed quietly. Shared notes became shared playlists. Coffee turned into walks. He taught her to ride a scooter. She taught him how to dance. Together, they built a little universe where love wasn't pressure, it was possibility. Ravi, one day, I'll build something big, not for the money, to make a dent. Ananya, laughing, as long as you don't forget me when you're rich. But love, like seasons, changes. The scooter ride stopped. Her replies grew colder. Luxury began to sparkle in her eyes, and Ravi felt something slipping. One night he handed her a gift, a hand-drawn sketch of their first date, framed in recycled wood. He smiled. She didn't. Ananya, it's sweet, I guess. But Ravi, don't you want more from life? That smile, it wasn't the same. Her eyes wandered, and in the silence between her texts, Ravi heard it. The sound of something breaking. The air smelled like liquor and glitter. It was supposed to be just another night out with his friend Ajay. But fate had other plans. Ravi steps into the club, eyes scanning, heart calm, until it wasn't. Under neon lights, he sees her, not in her usual jeans and hoodie, but in a shimmering silver dress. Her laughter rings across the room, but not for him. Rohan, campus royalty, heir to a business empire, has his arm around her. And then, Ravi watches as Rohan kisses her cheek. Ravi, Ananya. She turns, not startled, not sorry, just cold. Ananya. Oh, you weren't supposed to see this, Ravi. What is this? What happened to us? She doesn't flinch. No guilt, only truth, sharpened like a blade. Ananya. I'm done pretending. I need a future, Ravi. And you have potential. But potential doesn't pay for Chanel. Ravi stands frozen, eyes filled with more than just tears. This isn't heartbreak, it's humiliation. She turns to leave. Ananya. Grow up, Ravi. Dreams are cute until you wake up broke. And in that silence, something inside Ravi broke, but something else was born. The room is silent, except for the soft hum of an old fan and the cold glow of a laptop screen. Ravi sits at his desk, shoulders slumped. Tears stream down his face, silent, unacknowledged. Not for Ananya, but for the version of himself that believed she would stay. He stares at the screen, lines of code blurred by salt water. Then, a spark, a breath. Resolve flickers in his eyes. Ravi didn't drop out of college out of defeat. He walked away to begin again, on his terms. Ravi sweeps the floor of a local tech repair shop by day. He replaces cracked phone screens, fixes broken fans, earns just enough for dal and roti. By night, he becomes a ghost in the system, coding till his fingers ache, teaching himself machine learning from pirated PDFs and YouTube lectures. He doesn't sleep, he evolves. In a cramped room with a leaky ceiling, Ravi builds his first prototype, an AI-based inventory predictor for small businesses. Simple, functional, powerful, he pitches it. Silicon Valley laughs, local investors smile and say no. Doors didn't just close, they slammed. Friends stopped calling, even Ajay grew distant. The fridge was empty more days than full. But Ravi? He kept going. Then, a Kirana store in Pune gives his tool a shot. Sales triple in 1 month. Word spreads from street corners to WhatsApp groups. Small shopkeepers begin calling him the tech whisperer. Suddenly, those who once laughed are listening. 5 years later, on screen, Zencore AI, headquartered in Bangalore. Offices in 42 countries. Ravi's technology runs through the veins of Amazon's and Walmart's global operations. He doesn't just make headlines, he becomes one. News headlines. From mechanic to mogul, Ravi Sharma's billion-dollar journey. The dropout who changed e-commerce forever. Zencore AI valued at $3.4 billion. Ravi Sharma leads the revolution. The ballroom is bathed in gold. Chandeliers shimmer above a sea of the world's most powerful minds. Waiters weave through crowds with crystal flutes of champagne. A massive screen flashes. Tech Vision Annual Gala, celebrating the pioneers of tomorrow. A black Rolls-Royce pulls up outside. Cameras flash wildly as Ravi steps out, dressed in a charcoal custom-tailored suit, exuding calm power. Gone is the grease-stained mechanic. In his place stands a billionaire visionary. The media swarms. Reporters. Mr. Sharma, a word for Forbes. Ravi, is Zencore expanding to Europe? Sir, who's your date tonight? But Ravi walks with quiet confidence, nodding politely, eyes set on the entrance. Inside the ballroom, murmurs follow him like a ripple. He moves through the crowd, not seeking attention but commanding it. He steps onto the stage, greeted by thunderous applause. Ravi, failures are my foundation, rejection was my mentor, heartbreak was my beginning. A hush, then a rising storm of applause. People leap to their feet. In the audience, Ananya. She gasps, barely hiding her shock. Sitting beside her is Rohan, disheveled, clearly weathered by time and debt. His startup failed. His charm faded. He now clings to old contacts, hoping for one more chance. As the evening winds down, Ravi steps off stage. Guests crowd him, but then, Ananya. Ravi, you look amazing. Can we talk? Ravi, I built an empire from every moment you said I couldn't. Why would I go back to a world that laughed at me? She hesitates, her eyes glassy, her voice smaller. Ananya, I was stupid. I didn't see your worth. Ravi tilts his head, studying her. Not with anger, not even sadness, just clarity. Ravi, no, you saw it. You just didn't think I could reach it. Her voice falters. Ananya, I was young, scared. I didn't know you'd become this. Ravi, I don't hate you, Ananya. In fact, thank you, because the day you left was the day I truly arrived. He smiles, warm, genuine, but distant. Ravi, final words. You were my lesson, not my ending. He walks away. The camera lingers on Ananya, speechless, surrounded by noise, yet completely alone. Ravi leans on the railing, sipping black coffee. Beside him is Meera, Zencore's COO, and the one person who never left his side. Meera. Big speech, Mr. CEO. Think it'll crash the stock again? Ravi. Hopefully not, but if it does, we'll build another. Meera. Still thinking about her? Ravi pauses. Ravi. Not her, just the boy I was when she left. Mira. He'd be proud of you. They clink their coffee mugs. Ravi. Or maybe he became me because of her. They both gaze out over the skyline. Moral. They left him because he was poor. He built an empire because they left. Ananya, once the girl who left him behind, now stands at the edge of his world, her pride swallowed by regret. Her plan? To reach the one person who never left his side. Mira. Because to reclaim Ravi's heart, she must first face the woman who believed in him before anyone else did. Mira sits by the window, calm as ever, elegant, grounded, with a presence like silence before a storm. The door opens. Ananya walks in, no longer the untouchable rich girl, now a woman who's seen regret up close. She spots Mira and walks over slowly. Ananya, nervously. Thanks for agreeing to meet. I wasn't sure if you'd even respond. Mira, stirring her tea, not looking up. I was curious what someone chasing ghosts would say. Ananya. I want to fix things. With Ravi. I made mistakes. I see that now. Mira, raising an eyebrow. You didn't just leave him, Ananya. You broke something that didn't belong to you. His belief in people. Ananya swallows hard. Her confidence, a thin veil. Ananya. I was young, lost, but I never stopped loving him. Mira, leaning in. No. You love the man he might become. I love the man he already was. Silence falls like a final verdict. Ananya looks away. Scene, Zencor headquarters, evening futuristic office, floor-to-ceiling windows. The city glows below. Ravi stands alone, silhouetted by skyline. The door opens. Ananya enters, softly, carefully. Ravi, without turning. I knew you'd come. Just didn't know when. Ananya, gently. I talked to Mira. I just had to tell you I'm sorry. Ravi, turning, voice steady. Sorry for what? For replacing me before I had a chance to fail, or for assuming I'd never rise without you? Ananya's eyes fill. She steps closer. Ananya, I didn't see your fire. Not really, but I do now, and it terrifies me how wrong I was. A long pause. Ravi, you didn't miss the fire, Ananya. You just didn't think it would burn this far. She reaches out gently, a memory dancing in her fingers. Ananya, I remember everything. Our library dates, your sketches, the dreams. I want it back. I want us back. Ravi steps closer, not in anger, but finality. Ravi, quietly. That boy you once loved, he died the night you laughed at his dream. The man you see now, he rose from the ashes of that heartbreak. Ananya lowers her hand, defeated by truth. Ravi, softer now. I don't hate you. In fact, thank you. You walked out, and I walked in to who I was meant to be. Ananya, tearful. I never stopped loving you. Ravi, maybe, but I stopped waiting for you the moment I realized the real love was already beside me, helping me build everything I was told I couldn't. She says nothing, just watches him walk away. Again. Scene, red carpet, international tech philanthropy. Awards, lights flash. Reporters yell his name, glamour everywhere. Ravi steps out in a tailored black suit, calm and radiant. Beside him, Mira, graceful, unshaken, his equal in every way. They walk the carpet hand in hand, not as a power couple, but as two warriors who built an empire from dust. In the crowd, just beyond the velvet rope, Ananya watches, not bitter, not envious, just quiet, finally understanding the cost of loving potential over presence. Some people lose lovers, others lose time, but the ones who never heal are the ones who didn't recognize greatness until it no longer needed them.